Welcome back, cats and kittens. Santa Claus is really getting outdone with the lists. Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, everyone's on this list. If you look through it, just a lot of politicians. They've even got Mr. Stephen Hawkins. And the more I'm looking down this list, I'm thinking, where the fuck was my invite, Jeff? God, my fucking dad's on there, and my uncle. Why is everyone invited except for me? Would have been nice just to have an invite, and I wouldn't even have done anything. That's not the point. You just don't. You just want the invite, innit? Hey, at least I was thought about. I'm glad I wasn't invited. It seemed shit anyway. It didn't even seem that fun. But it's pretty impressive that they've managed to have all the wheelchair access for Stephen Hawkins, and who even said that he wanted to go. Surely, if someone just decided to take him, it wouldn't really be his choice anyway. I'd just unplug him and get a lap dance from a 15-year-old. Some of our greatest minds all succumbing to Jeff's silver tongue. It looks like a building, the island. There's no massive telescope there, which again, I'm sure Stephen would love. And nothing will really happen, I suppose, from all the people on these lists. But it's like, what do we want to happen? It's like fucking that Marvel movie. If someone just said, right, if we got a special police force that just killed all the people on this list, we wouldn't have anyone left in power. The whole fucking international community would be stunned. There's not a single prime minister, there's not a president, a king, a prince left. We'd just have to make do. We'd have to make new kings and stuff. We'd have to get rid of all the black hole bullshit that Stephen thought of. And I don't want to say it, but I mean, if there's anyone that can get a bit naughty, and I'm not condoning what he's done or what he's only just been on the island. That doesn't mean anything, but he's up there on the list of people that if there was, I don't want to say if anyone was allowed to do it, but if anyone was allowed to do it, it would be Stephen Hawkins, wouldn't it? Mr. Disabled Brainiac, who was a real sex pest, I've been told. But this is, there's no crime in being a sex pest. But it obviously lines up with him wanting to be on the island. Oh, poor guy, man. Poor guy. I think the guy's a piece of shit, alright? If I saw Stephen Hawkins on the street, I'd fucking tip him over. And I wouldn't even think twice about it now. It's a new year today. Well, it's been a few days. But I had a great time at New Year's. I wasn't looking for New Year's resolutions. I was looking for New Year's revelations. All right, and I thought the only way I'm going to get some of these is if I take a load of mushrooms at this party I'm going to. And it was perfect because it was my mate's stepmom's party, and his stepbrother picks the things. So obviously I'm going to fucking do it. Now that I don't drink as well, I'm going to fill the void up with alternative drugs, which is a wicked sick idea. And they don't tell you about mushrooms. I've done them before, but people don't tell you that you've got to eat them. It's not like doing coke. It's not glamorous where you snort it off some prostitute's arse. It's a grimy, grotty little way of getting them into your system where you got to fucking either blend them up and put them in baby formula or yogurt, or you've got to pour dehydrated mushrooms that taste like dog, right? That have little pieces of grass and dirt into your mouth, and then you got to chew them, and you've got to fucking swallow them, all right, and look like a little piggy while you're doing it. And was it good? Did you have any revelations? Oh, no. I don't know if I did have any revelations, to be honest. I felt like I was so riddled with anxiety and felt like everything that I was anxious about, or that I usually am anxious about, was just amplified. And I think I did actually get something from that. Thought, I'm not going to worry about shit anymore. It's kind of like talking to this woman while I was smoking. And I thought it was my mate's fucking mum, so I was like, yeah, like treating her like a disabled kid, like, that's so funny. Gosh, you're so smart. Oh, well done. Trying to be on my best behaviour. And then come to find out it's just one of their friends and she's single. She's a little 40-year-old little MILF, and I could fuck around with a MILF. I've dated older women before, but then I was on the dance floor, and what a crazy little time, because I'm like fucking dancing, looking all slick, I'm great at dancing. She starts dancing. She's like dancing like that, like a fucking, like she's got cerebral palsy or something. And it just was so unattractive. I nearly like pulled it to one side and was like, "The fuck you doing? That shit that you were just doing might have flown in the '80s, Barbara, but it's 2024 as of 5 minutes ago. So why don't you pull yourself into the fucking new year, right? And start doing the worm. It would have been more attractive if she just started doing like the chicken dance, like, and was really good at it. I'd have been well attracted to that, but obviously not. Obviously, she wanted to whip out the fucking the Kraftwerk special, like she's at an underground fucking nightclub in Berlin. And before I went out, I put on like a white t-shirt and a jumper, and I was gonna wear some cargo pants, but instead I was like, oh no, I'm gonna wear these like beige uh, pants instead. And I was on the dance floor and I was sweating a little bit, cracking some serious mustard. And I thought I was going to take this off. So I took my top off and then I realized I looked down and I was in full white. And I looked like one of those people off the E17 song, that Christmas song. Like, you got to go away. Don't think we can make a change. And I just felt like fucking walking over to the kitchen, getting a knife out, and just slicing my throat open in front of everyone. Oh my god, what a dickhead. What a fucking dickhead. Ugh. On the dance floor, I like to keep it real on the dance floor. I don't want to brag like I'm a sick dancer. I'm a good dancer. I can hold my own, right? But when you're 6'5" and weigh 260 pounds, you've got to be careful, all right, for the things around you and for the people. So I don't often, I'm not fucking going doing the old rope. I'm just popping a little bit of shoulders. Maybe I'll go for a little bit of footwork as well. Just trying to keep it a little bit above board. And then my mate's like, "Oh, my mum's bringing a new boyfriend in," and lo and behold, on the dance floor, there's a 4 foot tall imp flying about like he's fucking a pinball. Like he kept doing this, like, oh, I can't really fucking show it. But he kept like backing up on people and like doing the thing with his feet. I don't know what the fuck that was from. He's like pinging around, banging into people. Fuck off. I felt like doing that. But yeah, if I started moving like that, someone would fucking come with a tranquilizer gun and fucking I'd end up in an enclosure, right, at a zoo. But these little freaks, and I'll give it him. He's really small. I'll let him have one. But yeah, I went back outside, right? And then 10 minutes later, he's getting carried out. Like, fuck. Somebody finally snapped and spun his jaw on the floor. No, he's drank too much. He's had half a pint of mead. Now he's got kicked out and he's going back to the Shire. Fucking hell. And the funniest thing about it is my mate's mum broke up with him after that. I would have broke up with him for the dance moves alone, but you always want to do drugs like that around people that are also doing them, or with at least one person that's in the same boat. Because you've got like you're like saying things and like noticing things, and everyone else is like, what the fuck are you on about? You're talking about like looking at cutlery, going, oh, I wonder how much shit is on that. Like, I bet there's loads of poo particles on the cutlery. No one really washes them properly, and everyone's like looking at you like, bro, it's the New Year's countdown. Why the fuck are you talking about feces? Why are you talking about fecal particles on the silverware, bro? You're scaring the hose. And if I wasn't on these mushrooms, I probably would have fucking stuck one up this 45-year-old's fucking lead pipe. Older women aren't too bad. I dated like a 30-year-old when I was like 23. She wasn't really old though, but when it's at that age, women are like, they're ready to have kids and that, not fucking dilly-dally about with a fucking 23-year-old that doesn't even do his own washing up. That was fun for a couple of months. But then you like start thinking, shit, I can't just like waste this woman's time. She's got bigger fish to fry. She should be getting out there out on the scene and finding some guy that wants to fucking put a spud inside her. She's engaged now, so good for her. But older women, I mean, is it like a brain defect to be attracted to women with kids that are older, like maybe like 20 years older than you? Maybe. I don't know. Does it show signs of trauma or sexual abuse in your childhood if you find a woman with kids attractive? Fuck. But yeah, you talk to women and they have kids and stuff, and you think, damn, they are kind of fit. But wouldn't it be so strange dating a woman with kids that are like 5 years younger than you, 5, 10 years younger than you, and you got a fucking discipline? Go do your freaking homework, bro. Honestly, I'm playing Fortnite. It's your turn tomorrow. All right. Gosh, hey, get off the PS4. Your mum said it's my go. Over Christmas, I've been getting into these jigsaws, man, and I just can't help but think how sweet it'd be to have some 45-year-old mistress that I just go around on Sundays, and she makes me a casserole and we do a little jigsaw together. Hey, I don't know. I'm just spitballing, guys. I'm just spitballing. I'm not going to really do it. I've got into jigsaws so much over this little holiday because they're so you can just focus on it, and it's just a lovely little pastime. Look at all the colours and shit. I've been looking at jigsaws I want to get, and I think I found it. I think I found the jigsaw I want. Little September 11th memorial ting. Perfect. Get that laying across the floor. What will people think when they come round? Oh, there's my plant. These are my records. Here's my 550-piece September 11th memorial jigsaw. I think it's a power move, to be honest. I think it would send shivers down any terrorist's spinal column. They know that I'm rocking this in my spare time. There's a weird thing with food and eating, especially when I grew up. Anyway, I don't know if anyone else had this, but you had to like finish your plate, and there'd be like an embarrassment that your parents would have, and like a look of disgrace if you didn't finish your meal at tea time or whatever, or even lunch. If you'd come home and you're not eating your lunch, my parents would be like, "What the fuck's going on? You're like, have you got an eating disorder or something?" I'm like, "No, I just don't want fucking corned beef and pickled eggs on fucking flat white bread, Mom." We used to have these eggs and toast. We used to call it like eggs and soldier. I don't know if anyone else, had that. Basically, it's an egg and sliced bread, and you crack the top off, and you dip the toast in it, like. And I just couldn't. I just didn't have the bottle to go to my mom. Oh, I can't eat any more of this. So, as a way to like morally make it right in my head, I'd eat I'd eat a load of the shell of the egg and throw up. I don't know whether it was in case my mom, got the polygraph out and decided to run some questions past me if I was actually full or not. But yeah, I'd just like accidentally eat some eggshell and then vomit all over and be like, "Oh, I can't do it. I can't eat it, Mum." What a weird little freaky little fuck. Why don't you be a man about it, bro? Why don't you just stand up and fucking bitch slap your mum, bro?